that should be mentioned too. And I'll shout out Stacey Abrams again. Big up Stacey Abrams for getting folks organized, strategize, and mobilize. Shout out to Killer Mike too. But down in Georgia. But yeah, because I didn't know that. You said more black men voted for Trump.
That is so crazy.
And for Biden.
Yeah.
And Biden still won.
Yeah, he still won. But it's crazy. It's like I said, like it depends on like no matter the race, like I said, like it was more white women voting for Biden than it did 4 years ago for Trump. And like I said, it was more black males voting for Trump than than it ever was like 4 years ago. So it was like, this is crazy. And also too, like I said, Latinos, they voted for Trump, especially down there in Florida. So that's crazy. So I was like, yo.
Yeah, like y'all do remember that they're trying to put a wall by your border in Mexico, and it's charging, and wants your man's to pay half of it.
Yeah.
He said Mexico was supposed to pay for it all, according to him.
Oh, they paid for it all. Okay. Yeah.
But this is the thing, though, right? When we think of Latinos, we just kind of think of
Mexicans, but
Mexicans and South
America. We don't think of Puerto Ricans, Dominican Republicans,
Dominicans,
Cubans, yeah.
Actually, not Cubans, not Latino, but I think they grouped them.
True.
I don't.
Colombia.
Actually, no. Do they speak? They speak Spanish in Cuba, though, right? No.
Yeah. They speak. It's both Cuban and.
I thought it was Haitian.
Oh, Haitian?
No, Haitian. Right. Haitian. They speak French. Oh, well, Haiti, they speak. They speak French.
My bad. Okay. Yeah.
I think they speak Spanish in Cuba, but
I forgot what they speak.
But even still, like the Cuban Americans, Cuban immigrants that lived under Castro's regime and everything that he did, when they hear things like socialism and communism, they're like, oh shit, no, that shit under Castro was crazy. I had to leave. I couldn't even go back and see my family for however long, you know what I'm saying, until he died. I couldn't go home. So any of that shit to them is like, nope. Bernie talking about what? Democratic souls? No, fuck out of here. Nah, not with that. So they're gonna go the opposite way. Yeah. But when you got folks like who are coming up, crossing the border between Mexico and California, Mexico and Texas, coming from Mexico or Latin American countries, South American countries, trying to flee, all the crazy shit going on in their countries, just looking for a better life. They rocking with the Democrats because Trump was locking niggas up in cages down the border.
Yeah, that's the crazy part too. Like people forgot about that.
Locking kids up in cages, separating them from your families.
500 of them.
You know what I'm saying? Still in there. You know what I mean? And
hey, real quick, let me edit something real quick. I'm just like, yeah. And we're back, y'all. Sorry, changed the location. I'm not in Philly no more, but we're back. Had to take a little break, but we're back. Don't worry, I'm gonna edit it out.
Had to hit the bar. You know what I'm saying? Celebration continues.
But yeah, but it's crazy how like they forget about the power.
Y'all all legal on this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how they didn't. People forgot about those 500 kids in cages. It's just
what they call them, the dreamers.
Yeah. Because another thing too, like the dreamers and the DACA or whatever, and Democrats was trying to get that passed, but then on the flip side, you got some people who just believe like, the Democratic community the party didn't reach out to the Latino community, the Latinx community, which I don't know when that became a thing.
Right.
Like that just came up into my consciousness probably within the last like 2 weeks. But
That's a month for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Latinx community, and but it was like yo, niggas was trying to do DACA. Niggas trying to do the Dreamers with cats who was here. Like y'all have a path to citizenship because like even though you might not be a legal citizen, this is all you've known. This is all you know what I mean? You came here when you was a child. So it don't make sense to say, well, I mean, you've been here since you was 2, but send your ass to Mexico, son. You'll figure it out when you get down there. You know? So yeah, it's just weird. It's just like what did one man say? Strategic marketing. That's what these political campaigns are in a lot of ways. Strategic marketing, because there's a lot of things that will get circulated. That NAACP, for instance, that text that was going around and on the website, and was it the VP or the president of NAACP had to come out with a statement to say, no, we did not put this out. This is not us, you know. Information is able to be spread so quickly. And when you get messages from people that you know and you trust, it's a lot easier for you to believe it if it's coming straight to you from them, straight to your phone. And you're like, word? Oh, shit, you know? And a lot of people don't really do that due diligence to say, let me see if this is real. Let me see if this is legit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, through technology, you know, you can Photoshop and make things look real official. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So people getting scammed out of all kind of stuff, but they're getting scammed into doing dumb stuff, you know, that they otherwise wouldn't do behind some bad information.
Look at the rapper. I think I brought him up last week, right? The 31-year-old rapper, forgot where he's from, but he did a song and he was talking about how he got $1 million off of a scamming people off their was it EED checks, whatever it's called, they call it EED, something like that. Forgot the name of the checks.
Checks?
I think
stimulus.
It's like is it the stimulus? No, it was the unemployment joints, I want to say.
Oh, the payroll protection, or
it's something like that. But the initials was like it had 2 E's in it. Let me see if I can find it. But it was a situation where pretty much he kind of like some rappers do, snitch on themselves on a record. You know what I mean? And is this it? Yes. Rapper arrested after bragging about unemployment fraud in video.
Oh, yeah.
Nuke Bizzle illegally obtained $1.2 million in jobless benefits intended for workers outed by the coronavirus pandemic.
Yeah.
And he boasted about it in the music video. And yeah.
That's crazy. His name.
Yeah, like Rick James said it best, man. They should have never gave you niggas any money. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, what are you thinking, man? You doing too much. You know what I mean? With stuff like that. And it's not cool to brag about that shit. You know how many people are suffering from this situation, from this pandemic?
Yeah.
I know some people that have been laid off from their jobs and haven't bounced back. You know what I mean? I know some people that have bounced back and got their jobs back later on. But that's not cool, yo. That is not cool at all.
Nope.
to scam people out of money like that in these days and times, man. No, not cool.
The thing, man, people put as much energy as some people will put into grinding and really building something up and doing their thing and getting their own shit off the ground. Scammers are equally putting that kind of energy into finding a way to separate folks from their hard-earned money and their resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sad to say, but it seems like it's getting easier for people to get these scams off.
Bruh, it's crazy, yo.
Yeah, it's very crazy, especially what they can do. Like it's kind of how I feel when these people making all these memes. Like you had all that time, you dedicate all that time and effort to putting into it. I mean, most of them be funny, and most of them be, for good use, and most of them like y'all could do something better with what y'all been doing.
You can turn that meme into a T-shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, and then like I said, with the scamming, it's just like and like y'all said, like we in very troubling, trying times. And that's the last thing y'all thinking about. But who am I? I don't know. It's just crazy. Like you said, we got unemployment rate is high as ever. I don't know, man. Like I said, I found like same thing with how I feel with the 70 million people that voted for 45. Like, yo, see how he handled this pandemic. I mean, shoot, half of them didn't think it, it was still a hoax, and that pissed me off too. Like, yo, over 300 people died. 300,000 people go close to it. I think it's still like around the 200,000. It's like over it though, but it's getting close to over 300,000. And we have over a million that the cases. So
okay,
I just don't understand. Like I said, these people that voted for him, like, yo, we're in a pandemic. We're still in a pandemic. It's no vaccine whatsoever, and y'all think he was doing a great job. And after all the craziness and him disrespecting it, calling the Chinese virus the Kung flu, and also he wasn't down with the the mask mandate. He disrespected the hell out of Dr. Fauci. So it's like, yo, and also too this, the man don't believe in science. So it's like, I don't know. It's just a lot of crazy. It's just a lot of things that I was like, yo, what is wrong with folks, yo? And it's like, yeah, especially when people say they don't believe that, they still think this whole pandemic's a hoax. Like, yo, people are dying. We had like celebrities that died from the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can't, how you gonna, over 200.
Rest in peace to Fred the Godson.
Yes, Fred the Godson. Rest in peace to Bradford and Walton Marsalis' father. He died from coronavirus. Everybody, the Broadway actor that was on Blue Bloods, he played the gangster.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Nick. I don't want to slaughter his last name. He's Italian, I think. And I'm saying his story. I mean, everybody heard about his story because he was in the hospital for a long period of time. Got his leg amputated.
Yeah, they did a lot of shit to try to save him.
Yeah, and it's sad, and it's like, and he died like during the summer. So it was like, yo, like how can you sit there and be like, yo, it's a hoax?
And they saying, I don't know if I believe this. It's possible though, I guess. They're saying that it's already over 200,000 people have died. I think they're saying that it could be
almost 300,000.
Oh, it's almost 300?
Yeah, it's almost 300,000.
It could be as many as up to 400,000 by the end of January, I think.
Yeah.
Is what one of these models is predicting.
Yeah, and also too, like I said, with it's getting cold now. Flu season is already started.
Got my shot.
Yeah, I got my shot too. So it's like, yeah.
I guess I'm the only one out here without a shot.
Oh.
Excuse me, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you. Lucky I had no Lysol. I would spray this screen.
These digital germs.
Yeah.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Let me get this brown liquor in me. That'll make me feel better.
Hey, there you go. I've heard people say that, like, yeah, you get that whiskey in you, put a little bit of such and such, you knock it right out. You good. Put a dab of honey in it, clean out your system. Yeah.
A little whiskey with a splash of ginger ale and OJ.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the hair in your chest. You feel great.
Like, I'm trying to tell you. That Crown Royal Peach with green tea, ginger ale, nigga. Good stuff. Good stuff. Word.
Yeah, man. But actually, this is something that I saw yesterday amongst the folks outside in different cities in the street celebrating the Biden-Harris victory. And it was a woman who was just being interviewed by a reporter who was out there on the street. She was like, "Yeah, I just felt like I needed to be out and feel the energy and celebrate after all the, nonsense that's been going on under this current president. But I feel like," she said, "I feel like I have to say this. A lot of folks, a lot of people are saying, we need to thank these states, these swing states that flipped blue when people came out and voted. It was like." And that's true. That's great. But we really need to be thinking Atlanta. We need to thank Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Detroit, and these major cities that have more of the population. So more people came out and voted in those locations to hold down the Democratic vote throughout the state, because that's something else too. Whenever these elections happen, these presidential elections, you realize, like, damn, there's a whole lot of red out here.
Yeah, that's how when I saw that.
And then even in the blue states, when they drill down, when they get down to the
cities and
to the county levels and the city levels.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying about Florida.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, it's like little pockets of blue, but it'd be mad people in them little pockets, and then the rest be like red.
Yeah, but even our home state, I read it was like, even though we're a Democratic state, we got a Republican, governor, and it's like, even though Biden did still win Maryland, it was still enough, a good half, I want to say a good half of Maryland voted for Trump.
You said half of the state voted for Trump?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, just about, because it was like, what's called Biden still won and got the most votes in Maryland, but it was still a good. I want to say good. I want to say it was about a half of Maryland. They were still like, yeah, we're going for Trump.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I'm not that all surprised because I'm looking at like places like some of Howard County, some of I'm gonna say like probably down Eastern Shore, maybe like Crisfield and Easton and Cambridge and them, like the rural areas,
and even out the Western Maryland with the mountains, Frostburg area close to West Virginia and all that.
Yeah, and shoot, even when 4 years ago, when like I told y'all before, that time when I was driving to work and I was in Mill River, and I rode past this bar. Actually, no, first I saw all these Trump signs, And all of a sudden, you know, I was in I rode past this bar, and they had the sign that said Hillary to the not to the White House, but to the jailhouse. I'm like, yo, so it's like, but it's crazy. And also too, especially this year, last week, what's my call? You know, I rode around Towson, and it was like this neighborhood. It was like they had all these Biden Harris, and this one house they had this big old Biden and Harris outside, you know, in front of the house. It was like the whole street that had that, and I saw a lot of like Black Lives Matter and like
yeah, I've seen some of those in Towson, like on Register
like
Avenue. You see quite a few houses that got the Black Lives Matter sign, and I'm like, oh no, that's right, y'all.
Yeah, that's true.
That.
That's true. I was just over that way yesterday.
Churches around Towson, they were like, we support Black Lives Matter, and all of a sudden, it was group. I saw a sign. They called themselves what was it, SWAT? Yeah, SWAT. Suburban Women Against Trump. I was like, wow. They had a sign. Yeah, it was the same block. I forgot what block I was at. I want to say up in Joppa Road somewhere. Yeah, I was once you leave you know, Town Center and all them. So yeah, it was like the whole block. It was like they was just like it was down with Biden Harris, and it was funny. It was crazy because I went back to Pikesville. It was a little. I saw some Trump, so I was like, wow. So it was like it depends where you at. I guess I don't know. It's still crazy. Like I said, it's just I don't know. It's crazy.
It is. So let me ask y'all this question. All right. We're going to fast forward to 2021. I'm going to say, you know, just had the inauguration ceremony and all that. You know, Trump is finally out the office. They gave him the good old Uncle Phil tossing. Rest in peace to James Avery.
Rest in peace.
AKA the Shredder. And what are the first couple of things you would like Biden and Harris to do in this country after they clean up all the mess that Trump did? What are some of the things that y'all would like for them to do?
Try to first, definitely with this pandemic, try to, you know, he mentioned it in his speech yesterday that he's talking to some scientists right now, and then like as soon as he get inaugurated, as soon as he stepped into the office, that's like the number one agenda. Definitely, that's supposed to be the number one agenda. So like he's working on a probably a faster vaccine. Hopefully that could happen. Well, he didn't say this, but I'm hoping like I remember the people saying like, yeah, well, this is when Fauci, I think they said a vaccine would be available like that spring. I could be wrong, but yeah, especially the pandemic. That's definitely numero uno.
Stimulus package.
Huh?
Stimulus package?
Yeah, but you know, like I said, that's between the Senate and the House. And, you know, like I said, and they still trying to get this, you know, together with, you know, the seats. But definitely the pandemic. But I don't know. It's just like saying, I know it's like I know there's a lot of crap that like you know, Obama got won. And it was a lot of stuff that Bush messed up on that he had to clean up, and it took him for, you know, most of his 8 years to get together. And like some of them he fixed, and some of them he couldn't because, you know, he couldn't, you know, get the approval or
from
like
the Republicans because they didn't like no black man as the president.
Yeah, and they were trying to shut down everything that he was trying to do, especially with the Obamacare. So like I said, with Biden, he's definitely got a lot to clean up. And also too, like, you know what I'm saying, and also Biden was talking about he's trying to, you know, have allies again with, you know, especially with, you know, the foreign countries. And they already, you know, sent their congrats to him. You know what I'm saying? And also too, he's trying to work back, especially with the pandemic, with the World Health Organization, things of that nature, trying to, you know, because they was the World Health Organization, they like parted ways with Trump like these past couple of months. Shout out to Charm City Kings.
Yeah, it's real around here.
Yeah.
And it was a nice day out today, so you know.
Yeah.
12 o'clock boys out.
Yo, real talk. I ain't never been looking forward to colder weather in my life until I lived around areas where these motherfuckers be out riding on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the peace and quiet now in my old age.
Yeah, I think we all do. But Sean, like, I remember he said, like, you know, he shouted at African Americans, you know, he's saying, you know, banging on the thing, saying like, yeah, you know, pause. I mean, banging on the podium. So yeah.
I just caught that too.
Banging on the podium. Said, African Americans, you had my back, and I'll have yours.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you better keep your word on that. Cause you know, like I said,
what if Joe Biden was out there like, folks, because that's what he was saying a lot. Folks, African Americans, you had my back. You fucked with me. I fuck with you back.
Yeah, no, he was like, y'all niggas good with me.
And go like this with it. Got your back, bros, sis.
So,
I fuck with y'all the long way.
Whoa.
No cap.
I'm still trying to get used to what that means, but I think I got.
I don't even know. Do people even say that anymore?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People still say no cap, no cap, all that.
I only hear like younger
younger people. No, I've heard some older people saying, people around our age, and then the other one is I ain't gonna hold you. That's the other one.
Yeah. That's the one too. Yeah.
Like I never heard
hold you, not for nothing.
No cap, yo, no cap.
I don't even know where that came from though. You know what I'm saying? How, like the origin of that slang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it confused me. Because I thought they was talking about cap, and they're like, yeah, no cap. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with cap? Like, what do you do now? I don't know, but it's just a lot. Like I said, like we don't know, and there's some stuff like corrupt stuff we don't know about. Like we heard some stuff that Trump did, but we can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
what's my man name that was doing all them documentaries when W was in office? Michael Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out there, man.
Oh, he's still doing this thing. Michael Moore was out. Actually, yeah, I want to know what's up with Michael Moore because he was talking about
he had
before
a documentary.
Trump won.
Yeah.
He thought that Trump was going to win the first one.
Yeah, he thought. Yeah, he said that, and he did. He
thought he might win the second one too. Like because you know, Trump just goes hard, man. Like he's just one of those cats that like it don't matter. It don't matter what reality is. I'm just going to say what I want to say.
Yeah,
and I'm going to talk to you like you're stupid, and you don't see all of this obvious shit over here. That shows you I'm lying.
Yeah, and
but no, I'm gonna believe, you know, but that's the people who's believing his ass. That's the crazy shit.
I was about to say that, like, yo, it's like people believe it, but like I said before,
I'm gonna hold this Bible upside down in front of a church, and y'all gonna believe I'm God fearing, and I really care about it.
Yeah,
and it's funny because way before he did that, he had a press conference and he was like, "I'm the chosen one, okay." People wanted me. I'm the
Oh man.
Then they asked him like, "What's his favorite verse or scripture in the Bible?"
Oh,
he said,
yeah.
I love all of them. Oh,
I love them all. They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
I read them every night in my big, beautiful Bible. It's the most beautiful Bible you've ever seen.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that,
it's very strong.
I read it all the time.
Yeah.
The Ten Commandments, I love that movie. Charlton Heston is a great guy. He really put it to life. He really did.
I wish there would have had more commandments. Yeah, I just wonder why I stopped at 10. Yeah, I always wonder that to myself.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just so much that, you know, and also too, Biden was talking about, you know, he, like I said, stuff that we don't know about, like corrupt, you know, that we hear about. It can be some stuff that, like, you know, behind closed doors that, you know, it needs to get fixed. And he won't find out once he get there, I guess, or he probably know about it, Biden. But and also too, like he's trying the best he can to unite the nation as much as possible. Like I said, like we're happy now. Yeah, we're happy that, you know, he won. But, you know, still, like I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised that, you know, Trump was going to say it's rigged. It is crazy that he, you know, did all those lawsuits. And then I'm not surprised that he said he's not, you know, going to concede or, you know, not going to have a make it a smooth transition, or he's not going to participate in inaugurations, or, you know what I'm saying, or he's not going to leave. Like, yo, bro, like for real. And that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody has never acted this way before, ever. Everybody handled it with class and dignity. No, not this guy. It's like, yo, and like I said, y'all, 70 million people, y'all was cool with that? Like, for real. Like, I don't know. And also, too, like I said before, we got 70 more days, over 70 days left, and he's still president. Shit can pop up. Anything can pop up, man. He can start a war. And the F part about it is that, you know, just like close to the holiday season, people ain't trying to, you know, hear all that. You know, people are like, yo, just, you know, like
the good thing about I won't say the good thing, but the positive we'll say about the holiday season under COVID is people probably can't get together the way that they would.
And Black Friday.
So the arguments, Black Friday started like last week.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm saying, but they can't. Yeah, but I'm saying,
people started their deals for real. Target, Best Buy, all that. Yeah, Walmart, all that, man.
I don't even want nothing for Christmas though. Like I just want some shit to go back to normal. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like,
I
don't even like. What do you want? I want life to go back to the way it was. You know what I mean? I want to be able to be outside. I want to be able to go out to a movie, go to restaurants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can't see New York City when New Year's Eve pop off. Like, yo, for real.
Yeah, I might. See, Times Square might be doable for me this year for New Year's Eve because it's not going to be millions of people, and you know what I'm saying. Like it'd be dope just be able. Oh shit, this is what's up. We can just walk around.
No, this is gonna be a lot of people, bro. I'm gonna say it like this. Yesterday, if a lot of people went out and celebrated because Trump lost and all that, and you saw those cities celebrating downtown, it's probably gonna be the same way when
you know what. That's going to be the super spreader event that's going to get it up to 400,000 people. No, the super spreader
event was last night at the Clemson and Notre Dame game.
Oh, at the game? Oh, it was mad people at the stadium or something?
Yo, after the game was over, it was a double overtime. Notre Dame won. The whole crowd came flooding.
Like rushed the field.
Rushed the field. Like, they forgot that we're in a pandemic. Like, yo, that's an ultimate spread. Like,
touchdown, Jesus gonna save him. It was at Notre Dame, right? Was the game? It was at Notre Dame, right? You know, maybe touchdown, but like I said, Jesus will save him.
It's 70 days. Like we got 70 days left with this guy's in office. Like, yo, anything can pop up. He can try to do something to, like saying, not only with like he's starting tomorrow with the lawsuits, and then he already got redrawn with one of them. And you know what I'm saying? And like, who knows?
Redrawn?
Like, Withdrawn. Sorry.
What does
Recount.
that mean?
Withdrawn.
Oh,
withdrawn.
yeah. Oh, withdrawn. Okay. I mean, you know the recounts is coming if they not already, filed those lawsuits, or the recounts is coming, the lawsuits is coming.
And don't sleep on Russia. Russia, they've been, they was, following along with
my crib.
You know what? Here's the thing about
Charlotte City Kings.
Oh, gosh.
Did you zoom past my crib?
Okay.
I was ready to say, what? Russia came around your area? Like, damn, son. like,
I said, oh shit, son, I'm on the way.
I don't Sean, hide. Tell Bunny to hide. But no, Russia, they with Trump saying like, yeah, it was a fraud and corrupt and all that stuff with the elections. They doing a lot of propaganda up and around their way, spreading the news out, to their folks about how corrupt it was. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. But I don't
know. This everything y'all saying kind of goes back to what I said maybe in the first episode of this podcast. We need to make the time, man, to get in touch with our spiritual side and pray.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Forget these world leaders and all that, man. God rules all. God is the creator of all. And we need to talk to him. All of us needs to talk to him. I don't care what you worship, man. I don't.
It's got to be God. You got to believe in God. You got to believe in the divine.
Something.
Like
God, Allah, Buddha, boss.
I mean, we all God's children, but I'm saying like, yeah,
yeah, man. We just need to just get in touch with that side, man, because he's the one that's going to make things. He made the election results possible, I feel. Biden felt that way too. We said early in his speech, he has a spiritual side, So, and
this whole year in general, like for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I feel like hats off to the white people and people of other races that held it down in the peaceful protests and was down with the Black Lives Matter movement, because that goes to show you like they know what's up. They see what's going on. They just as tired as what we are of this stuff happening. You know what I mean? And I meant to share this story earlier. A buddy of mine that posted something this a few weeks back about it was some hashtag end racism challenge or something. And I'm reading the comments, and it was this one young lady that I know that used to go to my church. She was also a former youth group leader, such as myself, and she was talking about the Black Lives Matters movement and how they was doing the riots and the looting and damage of property. And she's like, why can't they put that time to put money towards Black businesses and all this other stuff? And I saw one dude, Black man, who kind of said some stuff to her and kind of like called out her ignorance. And she was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I am ignorant. If there's some more information, like, I'm willing to listen to it because I don't know exactly what it is. And I had to give her props off that because she wanted to be corrected. She wanted to know more information. I think other white people in that matter that's ignorant, they were just going to say stay ignorant and be stubborn with it. So I had contacted her and I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna let you know something right now. The Black Lives Matter movement do not support that looting and that rioting. They even said that. You know what I mean? And even when there was peaceful protests here in Baltimore City, because she lives in Texas, there was, I've said this many times, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but there was a time where I think somebody shot a firecracker or something like that at the cops. And the cops was ready to come for that. And then the protesters was like, well, grabbed the guy and was like, he's not with us. Do what you want with him. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about all that. We just want our voices heard. You know what I mean? And once I explained that to her, she understood and she thanked me because that's the thing, man. You have some people that want to be some white people that want to be down with our culture. They listen to our music. You know what I mean? They've seen our movies. They even try to speak the language, the Ebonics and all that. But it's like, do you really know the culture like that?
That's dope.
Yeah. That's funky fresh, yo. Word to the mother.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? Like niggas been said it's hot. When Paris Hilton said it, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot.
Oh my God, Timberlands. I love them.
You know, a black woman been twerking. When Miley Cyrus wanted to twerk, with no ass having so, all the white girls want to be twerking now.
Yeah, it's the big thing.
You know, it's like, what are you doing? Stop it. What are you shaking? First of all, there's nothing back there.
You're going to break your tailbone. Yes.
Facts.
Relax.
You got to relax, bro. Madison, chill out. Okay?
Wow. Yo, and then also, too, like, flip it around.
Madison.
Madison. Yeah. Yo, it's like, oh, my goodness. So it's like I'm thinking about from my personal experience, how like you like saying how they try to be like us. And it's like, you know, say if for someone like me who's not a thug, who hasn't grown up, you know, in the streets like that, you know, just a regular, you know, yeah, I know I'm black. Yeah, you know. I might not be the most street smart kid. I am book smart, but you know, also too, I might like other things like, you know, that y'all like, you know. And like, it's funny, if I come across a person, a black person that's like really, you know, from the streets or something, oh, you're a white boy, y'all.
You an Oreo
or something, yeah. And also too, if you know blend in with the white folks, it's like they look at you like, you know, like some of them be hating, like that they hate that, you know Aerosmith like that, or you watch MTV, or you know you like some of the stuff that they like, that's, you know, and it's like, you know, like you're supposed to be the stereotypical, you know,
you're supposed to like rap and play basketball.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't like. Yeah, they hate it when I was like, you know, play basketball. Where your fried chicken at? Where your bucket? They ain't say that, but I'm just saying. I'm just but no, just like stuff like that. But I don't know. It just, I know I've been saying it for the whole thing. It's crazy, but it is. It's just like you're gonna say it again. It's crazy. But that's how it is. It's just as far as like the cultural appreciation thing, it's just like, yo, I don't know. Some of them, like, they still don't get it. They still don't get the history. They don't get the reason why they shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third. And it's especially too with, you know, them getting tans or their hair like us,
getting their lips bigger.
Yeah, lips bigger.
Cornrows.
They
locks.
Yeah, the locks thing. Why they can't wear a kente clothes like that, or you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm saying it again. I'm trying to find a new word.
I will say this. Rest in peace to Bob Ross, because his fro was a very immaculate fro for a white guy. He had an amazing afro. I gotta give him that. I always thought he was mixed. I was like, no, he's legit. What? Wow, with a fro like that, that's amazing.
True.
Yeah, his theme music was on point.
Man, all I can say when shout outs to the genius known as Ryan Reynolds, who did the Deadpool Ross. And it was so hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm gonna wipe this off real quick.
You gotta wipe this off. You whack it off just, once or twice,
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna whack off again. Like, this nigga.
There you go. Nice and easy. Like, yeah. Then it was funny when they saw the actual Peyton and he thought he was on shrooms. He was like, oh, and it scared him. Yo. But I don't know, man. Anything else have we talked a lot about race and politics? Because they tired of us talking about that. They want to keep going. Stop talking about it.
I mean, I think we got it out of our system. You know what I mean?
Hey, Tom, did you mention about what you want to see? Yeah, I think he didn't answer your question. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. You said first thing I wanted to...
Yeah, well, the first couple of things you want to see Biden and Kamala do.
Honestly, I'm just happy that there will be a return to normalcy and return to decency.
Amen.
Right? A return to hopefully responsibility and respectability to the office of President of the United States. And I mean, while Biden is the president, this is what I view as a hopefully continuation of some of the things that Obama was trying to do and trying to get done. I know Biden is a different person. He's a different president. But I think just the morals and the sentiment, I guess, that Obama had, I hope that Biden shares in that, and then the same with Kamala Harris. And yeah, that not only can we as a country start kind of turning down on all of this nonsense and get back to actually trying to do positive shit in the country and for the country, for citizens of the U.S., but also return to a leadership role globally, because I don't believe the rest of the world looks at America as like, oh shit, that's what's up that they do that in the U.S. now. It's just a reality TV show, I think, over the last 4 years. And I think the other leaders, other leaders of the other countries were kind of looking at Trump as like
a joke.
He's the president of the U.S., but he's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's all right. Yeah, we gotta invite him because we gotta invite him.
Yeah.
And the people that was fucking with him, Trump, Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Saudi Arabian dudes, they was basically just getting from him what they needed, which was, hey, the American president is all good with what we doing and how we moving. Cool. We legit. And I'm sure Trump looked at them like, oh, cool. I like them. They look strong. They rule shit versus kind of just being the leader or the elected leader of the country. And I'm sure he probably got a little money in his pocket under the table for his businesses, because I just believe that's the kind of guy he is. You know what I mean? Like this, he didn't care anything about the country. It was all about him. So,
and also too, I'm gonna say also, I don't know, if, especially these homegrown terrorist group. Like I said, we talked about them before. Also too, Trump has never like acknowledged them or nothing or things of that nature, or like, he said they was, both good people on both sides, and then also too, especially too with the whole defund the police situation with the, these brutal killings and things of that nature with African Americans, with the police and all that. I don't know. It's just like I said, it's a lot to undo, but also too. But as far as those two concerned, yeah, I mean, definitely need to acknowledge that more, like about especially with the homegrown terrorism, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the Al Qaeda and our ISIS and all them, but they been chilling for a minute. They've been too busy looking at us like, oh. And we still got all these, like before even Dave Chappelle said it in the Saturday Live. He was talking about how, like, before the pandemic, there was a mass shooting every week. And he said this pandemic has let these white crazy mofos chill for a little bit. And then
that's true. Same thing with the terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
You know
so it's like it's just
you ain't hear shit about no wars, no terrorist attacks, no bombings, nobody driving through the shopping malls and killing people in the streets.
And that was
people out,
that was very sickening and tiresome, just hearing about another mass shooting. And especially to these gun laws too, like people are still, on that amendment that, right to bear arms. And Trump, he like all the stuff that Obama was trying to do about the background checks and all that stuff. Like now, when Trump became president, he like took all that out. Like, yeah, anybody can like still, no matter how crazy you are, you can still go get a gun. Because Obama was doing like background checks. He was trying to do those
Which
laws.
makes sense.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy, like, especially like just people that's like be hunting or like just need a gun that lives in the rural area just for protection. But some of these people don't know how to use these guns properly. Well, to shoot, you can say the same thing about us, black folks, that has a gun. Well, most of them. I'm trying to get my words right before I start say something I will forget. I was talking about as far as like, the street violence, but the people want to compare that. They love to like, especially if we talk about, like I said, Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. Well, if all lives matter, Black Lives Matter, stop killing each other. And then they say the same thing about, with guns, how like, we trying to protect, these gun laws from these mass shootings. And they be like, well, won't y'all stop killing each other in the street? And I'm like,
why don't we start killing y'all in the street and then we'll see what happens?
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like, that has nothing to do with it.
I don't know.
That has nothing to do with it.
It's a double.
People. I get tired of people saying like, "Well, what if the shoe was on the other foot?" Or, well, what about this? Like, people be trying to equate and have like equivalences of different things, and it's like, no, fam. What about this fucked up shit that I asked you about? Address that.
Again, that goes with the white people that are ignorant to our culture and how we live. They don't know about that. They don't know about what we've been through. You know what I'm saying? And in some of our environments that we live in and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It's like, hold on, time out, Trevor. Let's take your lily white ass, who was born and raised in Towson, where you've never had to want for anything, never wondered how you was going to eat, how your parents never, you know what I'm saying? Everything has been all good for you.
Food in the fridge, Capri Suns in the fridge, you play lacrosse, your baseball and all that.
You know,
I'll go to Ocean City in the summer. All that.
And that's cool. And that's cool. And that's all good. That's great that you had that situation. But what if you was born down here though?
You know what if you was born on West Side Baltimore? What if you was born on Park Heights, living on Park Heights, Cold Spring?
What if your pops wasn't around all your life?
And those type of folks that was born in the city, they become like us. So it's like, they know the struggle. So it's like,
well, let me ask y'all this actually on another note. Kind of thinking along those lines, right? Nipsey also rest in peace, was people, well known for being a rapper, but people didn't really know about his entrepreneurial side and what he was trying to do in the community and wanting to give back, but also try to own and rebuild the community he came up in.
Yeah.
And he was killed by Black man in the community, somebody that he knew, I believe. And how do y'all feel about not that situation, him specifically, but just the situation where you see folks doing well or trying to do something positive and somebody is going to hate.
Mm-hmm.
And you have these kinds of tragic results like what happened to Nipsey.
Yeah, someone that was just he didn't like what they were saying, what he was doing for the community. You got those folks who are like those people that like, especially too if someone gets famous in the hood and they want them to like help them out or like, yo, put me on. How do you like and also too that Kendrick Lamar song Institutionalized, but had his homeboy that was still from the streets and was thinking about robbing famous folks, still had that street mentality. When Kendrick, he got out the hood and tried to do something good with it, and then he didn't forget where he came from, but his whole his mindset is different compared to how he was when he first started. You know what I'm saying? Because he's he grown up, he involved, start to learn more about life, pretty much, and about the business. And understand that the reputation is serious, especially too when you're a celebrity. But I don't know. It's just it's hard, man. It's hard, like especially just for just us Black folks. We still get the rough part of it. Like I said, all these years, and like they still want us to what they say, stick to our bootstraps and
pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah,
damn, what if you ain't got no boots?
Yeah, for real.
Then what?
Yeah, but and also too is like I said, the opportunities that's given. It's crazy how like especially with when Black Lives Matter movement. I mean the whole Black Lives Matter this year, how like with the whole like people are now like trying to like more opportunities for us. So like what I'm saying, they try to get rid of Angel Mama and Uncle Ben. Like that's not how it's gonna end racism. Or like they what else was stupid stuff. Yeah, don't worry, they're gonna have Black folks doing the voices of these cartoon characters with the Black folks. I'm like, that didn't bother us. I don't know, that wasn't really a problem.
It's kind of to me, it's kind of a problem.
I mean, it was, but we. I'm sorry, but we like I said, all these years, like from like Apu and from The Simpsons and Cleveland Brown from Family Guy, and I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
Now, can you reiterate the question, because I had to do something, so I didn't hear the whole question.
I didn't think it was a question. I think we were just
No, Tommy asked us a question. You pretty much answered. You gave him your answer.
Oh, to repeat the question.
Yes.
So in that sense, where you have people who who come up and are trying to do something positive in the community.
Yeah.
And then they get taken out by a member of that same community that they're trying to help. Does it make you feel like once you get up and you get yours, that maybe you help out your immediate circle or your family or what have you? Is it better to say, all right, well, I did my part. I did, I came up, I got good, helped everybody else that was with me, my fam and my circle, and I'm good? Or do you think, nah, I still got to do more, even though I know that there's going to be some misguided individuals who are going to hate and look down on me, or look down on what I'm doing, or just, feel like I don't deserve whatever I'm getting, and may possibly want to do me harm?
It's tough, man, because I understood what Nipsey was trying to do, because it's something where he's trying to, be an inspiration. He found a way, he made a way out, and he's trying to give back to his community. There's so many of us that once we get the bag, they out the hood, and they barely go back. Or if they go back, it's for the holidays, to give out turkeys and toys for the kids
for Christmas. Yeah,
for Christmas, and they might even come back for back to school or whatever. Give kids book bags and school supplies. And I mean, that's cool that you do it like that, but it's even better because that's the one thing with us, man. They always say, like, the dollar in the Black community don't stay as long as in other communities, because not too many people has shown us the way. We don't learn how to deal with money in school. We don't know about credit. We don't know about taxes. So it's like we won't know about it until we actually are in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy. And, like some schools, like it depends on what area. Like I learned about how to do, taxes and pay bills, but I didn't I felt bad because I wasn't really focused on that at the time.
Yeah.
I had to, learn later on the hard way. But but there's still some areas like, some schools, they haven't taught them how to do that, learn how to pay the bills, how to pay taxes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that should be in a home ec situation. Or if you go to a vo-tech school like I did, when I took accounting 1 my junior year of high school, we learned how to write checks.
Yeah, write checks. That too. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like people don't know about having a bank account, savings account, checking account, stuff like that. And there's so many different types of money saving challenges online that you can try and do. But people don't know about that. With Nipsey, I understood what he's trying to do, and it's a thing where it's like, yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna have cats that's gonna hate on you because they ain't, because they don't have the talent and resources, and they kind of feel like they're getting pushed aside or whatever, or they might like, yo, you got it, let me hold this, let me hold that, and they like, nah, man, you got to get it, John. Like, I could show you how to get it. And at the same time, you also have people in your circle. You trying to put them on. You trying to help them get them out the hood, but at the same time, they kind of bite the hand that feeds them.
Right.
That's why it's like, you got to be careful. You can't bring everybody with you. You got to bring the ones that that's loyal and know their stuff. So if they have some type of background or can hold you down some sort of way to bring you up, it's like, okay, you started with me, so because you started for me and you got your money right, you could do your own thing. If you was the head of my security or whatever, then guess what? If you save up enough bread for rolling with me, being my security, you could probably have your own security business. You know what I'm saying? And go from there. If somebody that again, he got his own little clothing store in there. Let's just say one of the people that do the designs for him, for his shirts. he stacked up enough bread. He learned some stuff from being around Nipsey. He could probably go from there to having his own T-shirt line. You know what I'm saying? And Nipsey could help support that. You know what I mean?
What's crazy is that like Nipsey did it for the whole community, but before that you had like rappers. Well, shoot, you did have some rappers that was like find a way giving back and was like having their own business, like Master P, the Diddy's, I mean I can go on and on. Jay,
Jay put his man Tata on. Everybody know about Tata.
Yeah, but I'm saying about as far as what Nipsey did, he took it to like a whole nother level.
Yeah,
and he was like focused on the whole block, like everybody. Yeah, like I'm gonna show y'all how to do this, and I want this whole block to change, and like not like gentrifying it, but also but still having our own.
He's trying to make it better. He's trying to show that we can take, because people will look at this area as a slum area or the ghetto or whatever, but it can be better than what it is. Right. You know what I mean? Look at, I think we talked about Styles P before. Styles P was selling drugs or whatever. Now he's selling juice and having people to live healthy. Mm-hmm. You know, to have a better life. We got different juice stores everywhere in New York. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like his way of giving, and he's giving back to his community.
And like these athletes that especially if they still playing or they retired, they got their own businesses. Like Shaq, he owns like a couple Papa John's,
he's part of the executive board of Papa John's, man, something like that.
Yeah, and he got like some athletes, like I said, like they own like certain like clothing stores and things that like it's Foot Locker or something, or like I haven't heard nobody like say like I own a market or like a cornerstone, like a corner market that was like popular in the street that neighborhood. Like I never heard nobody say that yet, but but like LeBron, he got a school.
Got the school,
where you don't gotta worry about tuition. You don't gotta worry about the the books. It's covered. You don't worry about, food, the lunch, what I mean, all that is covered. All you gotta do is like, just
show up, study,
get good
grades, the end.
And also too, once you finish, don't worry, you got he got you on the a full tuition ride to like the local college. What was it? Ohio State. What was it? I want to say Ohio State. Oh, Akron.
I'm about to say University of Ohio, Akron, something like that.
Yeah. You got a full ride there. Like,
That's dope.
That's what's up. So it's like, and also too, like, especially those that like low income families, like you don't got to worry about, the food and the transportation too. Like that's covered. But it's like, it's just so much we have to learn, especially too, like, that's like a way of saying like, we can look out for each other, Black folks. Like we don't have to like, we can like learn from certain folks, outside folks, but we might need some help from the outside, but still,
I agree.
But still have all that knowledge and resources, and then try the best you can to manage it all for your own and for your people in the house. So like I said, have a strong support of people that's just look just like you and loyal, and then do it legit, straight. So it's like, I don't know. And then like I said, with the whole like, no matter how famous you'll be, if you're a rapper or athlete or movie star, you know what I'm saying, you try the best you can to help out as much as you can with your community, and don't forget where you came from. Then there's some people that's like really acting spoiled on, put me on, or they look at it from the glamour and glitz. They don't understand this is a business. And also too, like, once, if you're from the hood, you gotta let that hood go. Once you, become famous and trying to,
and
that
that's
reputation.
Rough for a lot of them, especially with the rappers, man, because them niggas stay doing hood stuff. I mean, rest in peace to King Vaughn.
Yeah, I ain't heard of him, but it's like, yeah.
I kind of heard of him, but when I found out he died, I was like, damn, and I found out how he died. It was like,
was it like kind of, I mean, I didn't know what happened. Was it kind of like how with Pop Smoke? Or was it like kind of like
it was a thing where it was at a club or something. Some stuff popped off between his people and the cops. Shootout happened, and I want to say he got shot by the cops. He was shot and killed by the cops. I gotta read up on it, but and he was 21 years old.
Huh?
And he was 21 years old.
Oh, all of them. Well, shoot, even what's his name? X.
Oh, Triple X Tentacion.
Yeah.
That was so messed up because they said that he was trying to get his life together.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he got shot. Pop Smoke situation.
Yeah, Pop Smoke too. Yeah. So like, yo, hey, you heard his mom is trying to do an anime. X.
Which mother? Oh, Tentacion. Yeah, he was big in the anime. Yeah,
they trying to do an anime based on him.
Interesting.
But man, wow, we covered a lot. So I don't know. Ain't any last thoughts? I mean, it's 8:03 now.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to say a little bit more about the situation, but I guess I'll say, again, do your Googles, do your research, read more, pray more. For the reading tip, I'm going to quote Jadakiss. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Read, y'all. Pray.
Educate your mind.
Look out for people in your community. Look out for your family and your friends, man. If you gotta cut some people off that, ain't really nothing or just kind of toxic, cut them off. Because it seems like I see too many toxic people and trolls winning out here. You know what I mean? And it's so disgusting.
One became president.
You know what I'm saying? Our troll is a president. 50 Cent was kind of like the OG troll of rap. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got 6ix9ine, people like that. And it's like, yo, this stuff is not a good look. All this ratchet stuff, I need to kill that mess, man. You got these girls out here asking dudes, can you buy me a Birkin?
Protect the black woman. Protect the black woman, especially with the Meg and Tory situation.
Oh, for sure. And Tory's still a clown for that situation, man. Still a clown. I think he's pretty much canceled. But
don't know about that.
He's not canceled. He came up with a project and ain't nobody supported.
Yeah, because he did that around us. Yeah, and then he tried to.
Nobody supported it?
Nope.
Yeah, then he tried to put his apology around the same time when the album came out. So
I knew
he tried to put it in the song or something like that. And it was
so is that what was happening? He was putting an apology in it? I thought he was gonna be.
He was gonna talk about it in the song. He talked about it in the song.
Yeah, kind of. He still didn't come out right and apologize. So
he didn't see come out. Yeah, he didn't come out.
Are there legal proceedings that still have yet to be played out around this?
I think so. I don't know.
Because, it would be wise to have him to shut the fuck up.
You can't talk about that. Yeah, I do know that. When some stuff going down, you can't really say.
Especially if he's guilty of whatever he may be charged with. But but if the music is fire, guess what? He ain't gonna be canceled. Just look at Chris Brown.
I don't know.
Chris Brown's career has never been able to get back to what you thought it would have been pre-beating Rihanna ass. Huh?
He's still doing his thing, though. He's still considered a star.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's still doing this.
Better off saying R. Kelly.
No.
R. Kelly. It took them a while to finally get that man, but he finally got that nigga.
But you know, R. Kelly the same, and R. Kelly is taking advantage of children.
And then at the same time, you have some brainwashed black women out here that's trying to
R. Kelly.
Free R. Kelly. I saw a whole rally, and I'm like, what?
They want to get peed on.
On that note, thank y'all for listening to this joint. Checking this joint out.
I'm basing it off the what's it called?
I know what you did. I see what you did. It was funny. You know, that's a great way to end it. You know,
people like, oh, that was so sexist. No, that was
at least you're not Odell Beckham Jr. I'll give you that.
But yeah,
that's just nasty.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, as far as like I said, we still got 70 more days with this. And like I said, we just got to pray that, you know, I mean, he's already filing lawsuits just coming, you know, starting tomorrow and going to go to the Supreme Court.
L with dignity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing too much. And like I said, we never had anything like this before. Most of these, like, they took the L with class and, you know, grace and, like, you know, and humbled themselves in a way.
All things that never have been associated with Trump.
No. And he thinks that he still thinks he still
and after.
And that's another thing too. And he still thinks he won. Cause remember before the mail-in ballots came in, he said that he made a press conference that he won, and then also when after the mail-in ballots, he definitely calls it a fraud, but he still said he won. He had the most votes. No, but Biden had. And that's another thing too. Biden had the most votes than any president in history. That's crazy. I thought Obama had that, but and then the part of me is like, yo, if he had the most votes, then why? I'm looking at the map. It's like, yo, it was still like red. Like half red on the map, and like I said,
that was funny in that skit with Giuliani when she gave the map and it was all red.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh no, when
COVID cases.
Was,
yeah.
You know, it was the COVID map. It was the COVID map.
COVID map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be done with Trump. We gave Trump a whole hour and a half. I'm done with that nigga. Know what I'm saying?
Play some YG.
And I will say that my vote, I felt like my vote mattered this time because 4 years ago I felt like it didn't. So
no, it was corrupted. It was cheated.
I know. I get it. But it's still, I felt weird about it. But I went ahead and did it anyway because, like I said,
so proud.
I was like, how he handles this COVID situation is like, it is really going to determine if he serves another term, and he's not. You know what I mean? He can, you know, pull out file all the lawsuits he wants to, take the L, take it with remember in Black Panther, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace.
He had M'Baku, had him in the chokehold. He was like, you fought with honor.
Mm-hmm.
Now tap. It don't make you less of a man. And he gave in. In. You know what I'm saying?
And also too, like, sorry, real quick. And also too, how when, you know, in the debates, how they wanted Trump to talk about the Proud Boys and all them, and he was like, you know, he said, you know, stand by or something like that. So it was like, you know, and also too, I was on MSNBC. They were talking about that, like, you know, what Trump going to do after he, you know, no longer president. People think he's still going to be like.
I heard he got some TV deals lined up.
Yeah, they talking about how like he's probably going to be a Fox News regular. But even though that's crazy, even though even during the mail-in ballots, the Arizona people like Fox News sucks. Fox News sucks.
Really?
Because they made a mistake and said that Biden had Arizona, but he didn't at the time.
Yeah, I remember they called it first. I believe.
Yeah, they called it first.
Else.
Yeah. But
Fox
they
News probably as sick as Trump. Yeah. That's the thing. I believe everybody is sick of Trump except for like a small. Actually, no, I can't even say that because he got 71 million votes.
Mm-hmm. It's just pray to see what happens. Like I said, like this year alone, man, it's just been a spiritual awakening.
Oh, real quick on some city stuff. Congratulations to Brandon Scott for being the new mayor of Baltimore City.
Shout out to Kwasi Fume. He got that. He's a congressman. He got.
Kim Klacik didn't win. Oh, I thought she had a plan. I know you seen them ads. I knew you're right. Yeah, I know you seen them ads with homegirl walking through the hood.
Yeah, she was brisk walking. She's like, "Hurry up and take this! Hurry up and take this!" Yes. Yeah. You see how dangerous it is? Hurry up! Get the car.
She was in the hood the same way 6ix9ine was in the hood talking about, "I'm out here. Where y'all at?" It was like 5 a.m.
Yeah. It did look early when she did it. Like, it's so, you see how dirty it is? And she was like walking real fast. Like, hurry up, trying to make it to the next car. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. But what's it called? Fume, he had a big lead anyway on that.
And Fume is the god in Baltimore City for real.
But before we end this, rest in peace to Alex Trebek. Legendary host, iconic host of Jeopardy. I just want to say, especially for all the nerds, whatever race, that was like your encyclopedia, Jeopardy. You know, you learned a lot, so much from science to literature to arts, history.
Anytime I got an answer right, I felt so smart.
Yeah. You didn't care about the money. Like, oh yeah, you wanted the money, but it was like, but you learned something. Like, okay, but I still want that 500.
I had that Jeopardy, the Nintendo game back in the day. I had that.
Yeah.
No word.
Yeah.
But he was hosting Jeopardy for 37 years.
Oh, that's job security right there.
Word.
That's longevity.
Well, shoot, I don't know how long. With Pat Sajak and
them. I think around the same time.
Yeah.
I think Wheel of Fortune came out like around 82.
Yeah, around the same time.
Like that.
Yeah, because Alex Trebek
they
started.
Come on the same hour, 7:00, and was Jeopardy 7:30 was Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, so Alex Trebek, he started in '84, and Merv Griffin was the original host. So it was like, it ain't gonna be the same without Alex. I can't, because he was our childhood, yo. That was like, like who else? Who could host? I read somewhere they trying to get LeVar Burton to host. That'd be crazy.
LeVar Burton to host Jeopardy?
I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it either.
Hey, he helped us read.
Yeah, for real. Remember that.
Why not? Take a look. Isn't a reading rainbow, butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
Man.
Set phases to love me. Shout out to Donald Glover community.
Yo, that was funny. He couldn't believe that was him. He was just shook the whole time.
That's like one of the classic episodes.
Word.
But y'all, this is everything's blurred. This is like the most, I won't say woke, but the social political episode we have ever done.
I'm gonna play some Quad League, Common, Black Star, and Dead Prayers after this, eh?
Yeah, for real.
Some Rhapsody. You know what I mean? Some Public Enemy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like Busta Rhymes and hollering, it's about this, the red, black and green, man. So it's
right here. It's about the fist. Yeah. And I go there and I go pow. Like, shout out to Busta Rhymes.
Yes, if y'all haven't heard ELE2, woo.
I heard it was fire, actually. Yeah, so y'all, you're not the only person. Y'all not the only people to tell me that. So now I'm like, okay. So let me ask: is it just is it the production? Is it the flow?
Everything.
Is it the bars? Is everything?
Everything.
I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while since you heard a Busta album. So yeah, so it was like, yo, it was just like good to hear his voice, and also too, just like, you know, it's been a while. Like I said, I can't recall the last album he had. It wasn't even. I want to say like he
put out a free one on Google Play a few years ago, but I heard it was
but I don't think he dropped anything in 2010s. I want to say
that
like
one mixtape with Q-Tip.
That was tough, actually. I rock that
stuff.
Yeah, that was older stuff, but I'll rock with that though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like for the last album you heard. I think the last album that was like,
it might have been Back on My BS. That was like 09.
Yeah, so those 2010s, he was dropping stuff, but he didn't have like a full album.
Yeah, he would drop. I like even when the Tribe album had came out, he would drop little singles here and there, but wouldn't nobody really bite debate on it for real. It was just out there and nobody, you know.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, real quick, Swiss Beats said that it's a possibility that it's gonna be a Tribe Called
Quest versus Outkast. I'm all in. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, I'm still Tribe. I'm Team Tribe, but Outkast, yeah, this still.
But hey, somebody was trying to tell me I don't see it. I'm like, what you mean? You do realize that they were supposed to have a joint album on Jive.
And I wanted that so bad. I really did. I
mean, granted, it's kind of different styles, but look, the Snoop versus DMX was different styles.
Yeah, but I wanted that.
Killer Beanie Man was different styles.
The album,
you know, it's all in. I mean, granted, both groups have multiple classic albums and great songs, but it's all about which ones hit the hardest for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think it's going to be a very entertaining battle. Like I said, I'm all in for it.
When did Outkast come out? Like
Outkast
when was their debut?
92, 93?
Yeah.
And Tribe was
90?
90, 91, 91, 90.
But see, Tribe was the more popping group back then. Outkast, I think Outkast was doing their thing, but I think Stankonia was the one that really got them out.
No, Aquemini.
No, it was Aquemini.
No, I'm sorry. No, ATLiens. When Elevators came out.
Yeah, Elevators was a banger. Yeah,
that helped them.
Yeah, but I think Aquemini was the one that really, really hit because they had back-to-back singles that went platinum or whatever. They got 5 mics in the Source.
Yeah, the Source.
So people was on it. You know what I mean?
But they didn't go mainstream like crossover appeal till Stankonia.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but no, but
and Stankonia had more to.
Yeah.
When we rock with them when ATLiens came out. There's some folks that rock with them when they first started. When they
the playlist to kind of like music. Yeah.
Yeah. But like the crossover appeal was definitely Stankonia. And then, you know, of course.
And then they came out with Speaker Box Love Below and all that. You know what I mean? So I mean, I can't wait to see that one, man. If it does happen.
What's good with Andre, man? Because Big Boy's still doing his thing.
I mean, he's doing the acting thing. You know, that he was on that show, Dispatches from Elsewhere.
I know, but I'm saying, like, is that what it is? Like, I'm just like he's. Just like,
I mean, check out
I'm trying to focus on the acting side and get that off the ground.
Because
and I can't really do
all
both.
of it, but the interview he did with Rick Rubin, like he talked about all that because you know.
I meant to watch that joint.
Because he's just not really in like as far as like music wise, like it's like his heart is not in it. And also he was going through personal stuff. He lost both his parents like months apart. He He lost his mom and his father. Like,
is he contractually obliged to put an album out for anybody?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I think he would have had to put something out by now if he was.
Yeah, because he said he was
I feel you, but certain people kind of BS on that. Look at Tribe. Tribe, when they said that they split up, they still had one album that they were obligated to do.
Yeah, the whole job
got together
thing.
in 2016.
Yeah, the whole job contract. Yeah.
So so they put that out. Same thing with Logic. Even though Logic claimed that he retired, he let it be known because he was like, Def Jam still ain't paying him and his people, and he's like, yo, I won't even do the one album that I'm still obliged to do contractually. Like, I won't put that out if y'all won't pay my people.
Wow.
And myself, like, you know what I mean? So, I didn't know if 3 Stacks, was contractually anything.
I know he got some music out, and also too, like, remember him and Q-Tip supposed to have no, not him and Q-Tip, him and no, it was Q-Tip and Common that's supposed to be an joint album. Then it was taught that Q-Tip and Andre had some stuff together. So I mean, you heard some of it on the We Got It From Here with Kids. So I don't know, man. It's and also too people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kids.
I got you.
But yeah, but I mean, people still want that Outkast album. So it's like, yo.
Yeah. I think that was my next question. Like, if it's not 3 Stacks, then what about the group as a whole, Outkast? Are they contractually obliged to do an album? But
I know Big Boy he was always down. It was just Andre.
He was Andre, yeah.
Yeah. I know it did piss Big Boy off when he saw like all those guest verses he did for like remixes and things. Like, yo, especially around that time in the mid 2000s. But
when he was on the, what was it? He did the Walk It Out remix and Go From D's on the remix, and I felt sorry for everybody that had to rap after him because he bodied them.
Yeah.
Because everybody was on some mediocre party stuff, and he's coming with the bars, and it's like,
it's an international players anthem. It was like he started off, but it was like he had the longest verse.
Yeah, the longest verse. Yeah.
It was like, yo, even though he started it, y'all still got rap. There's like,
I mean, but those cats that was still on there was still dope. They still had dope verses to me, and the beat was hard. It switched up each time, like it was dope. Like that's fine with me. You know what I mean? Because you talking Outkast and UGK. You know what I mean? People been wanting that for a good minute. So when it finally came out, it was like, oh man, this is it, And then the video was entertaining. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, if they put that joint together, I would definitely love to see that happen. I remember a while back they was like it was going to be Alchemist versus Havoc. I'm still waiting on that. Would love to see that. I would love to see who M would go against if they try to get M. Like I said, I think said this last week. I would love for them to do Busta versus Redman. I think that'd be a very, very dope situation.
We'll see.
So yeah, I don't know. See how I go because T.I. and Jeezy is the 19th. It's next week.
I think T.I. and Jeezy is actually a pretty good match. I think it is a pretty good match. I think they have different styles, but in terms of subject matter, both crossed over a little bit. I think it's a good match.
We'll see.
Don't look like y'all agree.
I mean,
I've said on here many a times that Jeezy is overrated. T.I.'s gotten better over the years.
But you don't think that would be a good versus, like a good, and I'm saying like an entertaining versus. No.
Probably for the people in Atlanta, but I don't know.
Exactly. For me, I might watch a little bit of it, but I'm not that excited about it.
Yeah, I'm not either. Just let me know when Tribe and Outkast.
You know what I'm saying?
Or when Kane and Rakim decided
to.
Or LL and whoever. LL, yeah, I know we talked about it before, but yeah, I forgot who we said we were gonna play.
Yeah, we sang for LL.
I forgot who we said, but we'll see. But on that note,
they call me LA.
Everybody good.
That's another thing with L. It's like L could, depending on who he go against, he probably could take it out because after a while he was using that sex symbol thing, and making records for the ladies, for the party stuff, where other rappers was still on their rah-rah. So I don't know. I don't know who you would get, who his opponent would be. I don't know if you would get. Now I would love for this, since we talking LL, we talking Def Jam. Run DMC versus the Beastie Boys. You get one person to represent for each group. Boom. Whether it's Rev Run and King Ad Rock is there, something like that. I think that would be interesting.
A nice tribute to MCA and Jam Master Jay.
And Jam Master Jay, exactly. They would definitely pay homage to both of those.
That'd be dope.
Those icons, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. But
right.
But yeah, man. It's been real. Thank y'all. Please follow us on the Instagram and Facebook and all that.
Everything.
Everything's blurred.
Subscribe to the channel, YouTube channel.
All right. This is Everything's Blurred, episode 8. Thank y'all. I'll let y'all.
Peace.